Hello again. This is my second week being back on my live streams, doing them as far as I know so far on Mondays, because Monday is my least active day. I usually don't have anything booked on Mondays, and so I'm figuring this is going to be a great day to keep doing my live streams. So now, if you're out there, if you happen to have noticed the thumbnail for this stream is it's kind of about songwriting. I want to talk about songwriting. So if you're out there and you've got a way to chat in, go ahead and chat in. Ask questions, suggest things, tell me what your methods are, and we can talk a little bit. I kind of like that idea. But anyway, and if you can't hear me, please let me know. If something doesn't sound right, let me know, okay? But one thing I love doing is writing songs. I seem to write far too many, and I've got lots of songs that I'm working on. I've actually got a whole album I'm working on right now. Well, not working on, recording. Everything's been written because I just seem to have an outpouring of songs. So, I guess I'll start until somebody pops in and wants to talk a little bit. I'll just play a song. Hello. Can you hear me? I better put on a pick. A pick. Thumb pick. If I saw you walking down a busy city street, well, you'd be the only one I wanna meet. I'd do anything just to catch your eye, whatever I could to keep you from walking right by. But I don't wanna be the great pretender and say something wrong that might just offend you. If I had some game, some money or fame, could I have you right here next to me? Now you with your long legs and Corvette red lips, a smile that could surely launch 1,000 ships. The things a man would do just to be by your side, the things he would say to not be denied. But I won't take that low road of least resistance. I think if I'm honest and a little persistent, I might have some game, some money or fame, and have you right here next to me. I may not be the fanciest bulb on your tree, I may not be the biggest fish in your sea, but I've got some style and I've got some charm that may break a window and set off your alarm. Now honey's gonna play the game the way that I choose. I wanna be your comfort like those old pair of shoes. I wanna make you feel like you're my North Star, make you feel even prettier than you already are. So honey, take a moment, won't you give me a glance and set the fanciest bulb on your tree. I may not be the biggest fish in your sea, but I've got some style and I've got some charm that may break a window and set off your alarms. So honey, take a moment, won't you give me that glance? Let me know I'm not the only one thinks I got a chance. Cause I've got no game, no money or fame, but I'm hoping that you'll be right here next to me. I said I've got no game, no money or fame, but I'm hoping that you'll be right here next to me, yeah. Hello, Michelle. Well, anyway, what I'm talking about tonight is a little bit about songwriting. So if you have questions or you're a budding songwriter and you want to chip in, chat out, feel free to. That song right here next to me, I wrote that song a few years ago when I was or maybe it was last year. I was getting ready to go to Nashville and was really excited because when I got there, I wanted to try to get into the open mic at the Bluebird Cafe. And it's funny because I did get in there and they had just opened, I think, a week earlier. So it was kind of, it was a little sketchy as far as, what people wanted to do, how close people would be, because it's a really small place. But that was a song. I wrote that song and I wanted to debut it in there, right here next to me. And it's funny because that song came about fairly quickly, which most of my songwriting does. And just I've been asked before about how I start my songs, how I start writing a song, and usually it's with a little musical hook or something, because when I play, my focus is when I start playing, I want to see people tapping their foot. So what I started with was, and then I eventually just went to this. This is before I even knew what I wanted to write. So when I started writing, the first thing I thought about like walking down a city street. If I saw you walking down a busy city street, and the thing is that once I get usually the first or second line, I'm like, it pretty much flows because I get an idea of what my story's going to be. I mean, sometimes I go into songwriting with a story, or knowing exactly what I write, but the most of the time I'll just start off with a little musical hook, and then I'll come up with one or two lines, and a lot of times it's just nonsensical lines. In fact, I just recently wrote a song that when I first came up with the first few lines, I was thinking, well, I can change those because I didn't think it would run, but I ended up writing the whole song about based on those first few lines. But anyway, I'll go ahead and sing another song, and I'll talk a little bit more. Smooth, I'm smooth, huh? Thank you. This was one that I wrote just before COVID, because I wanted to travel, and of course, when that happened, I did no traveling at all. So this is where I ended up being, is right here in my little 425 square foot apartment. That's my bed back behind me. The orange lights do go out so I can sleep. But yeah, and then like at the end of the bed, which is right behind me, is what I turned into a production studio. And I do fitness training as well as these live concerts. So I'm gonna drive out to Nashville, where I can play my music all day long. Well, I'm gonna drive out there to Nashville, where I can play my music all day long. As long as stay and keep. Well, nothing I do can be wrong. No, no, no. Then I'm gonna head down to Austin to make the city limits my own. Yes, I am. So look out, Texas, 'cause I'm coming. I'm gonna make Austin city limits my own. Yes, I am. Oh, yeah. And you can tell all your friends to come see me. Hey, you can even call them on my phone. I got unlimited minutes. Then I'm gonna head out to LA to find the Hollywood Bowl. Yeah, that's where the Beatles played a long time ago. Well, I'm gonna head out there to LA where I can play in the Hollywood Bowl. Now, 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 yes I am. I want the folks out there to know that I'm a diamond and not just a lump of coal. No, I'm not. Here we go now. Ooh, yeah. Come on now. Oh yes. Well, I'm gonna drive out to Nashville where I can play pop music all day long. Yeah. I'm gonna go down there to Austin to make Austin city limits my own. Now, now, now. When I finally get to LA, you will know that my dreams are finally home. Yeah. I said when I finally get to LA, you will know that my dreams are finally home. Yeah. That was finally home. Ooh. Yeah, that one I actually had a storyline that I wanted to start off with. Get this out of the way. I don't want to sound too reverby when I'm just talking. That one had a good storyline, and this next one also that I wrote, and the next one I wrote was for a friend of mine. He was actually my boss in this job that I had, and I'd go hang out in his office. And one day he was just kind of hanging out, he was working in there, but he was kind of just complaining because I guess he had some aches and pains and talking about how old he was. And I said, well, you're just a few years older than me. So I probably within a week I had written this one for him called "You're Not As Old." Here we go. Check. If I can remember it now. And again, it started off with just this little music hook. Once I get that musical hook, man, I'm done. I can pretty much finish the song within an hour usually. It just flows and it's so fun. I like songwriting. still a good car. You get on the road, but you don't drive too far. You're not as old, you're not as old as you think you are. No, oh no, 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 no. You're not as old as you think you is. You see, your bubbles may be gone, but you still got fizz. Your mind's still sharp and your thoughts still whiz. You're not as old, you're not as old as you think you is. Oh no, no, no. You see, your back may be hurting and your knees are feeling weak. You go up the stairs, you're not sure which of you creak. But I'm here to tell you to change your mind. You got miles before you cross that over the hill line. You're not as old as you try to be. Take my word, you're just a few years older than me. If I count your rings like an old oak tree, you would see you're not as old as you try to be. Oh no, 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 Oh, because your back may be hurting and your knees are feeling weak. You go up the stairs, you're not sure which of you creak. But I'm here to tell you to change your mind. You got miles before you cross that over the hill line. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. You're not as old as you try to say. You see, the words that come out, your mind will try to obey. So shut your mouth and live like it's your last day and say you're not as old as you try to be. Oh no, 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 you're not as old. You're not as old as you think you is. No, 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 you're not as old. Not as old as you think you are. You're not as old. The last line of that, it's a fun line, in fact, and I hope people get it. But it's, in most of your self-help books, it's like positive confirmation or affirmations. Positive affirmations, you want to think positively, and that's what I'm kind of kidding at, because, if you're going to sit around and say, oh, God, I feel old, then you're going to be old. And I say, stop saying that. You're as young as you want to feel. That's what I like to think. Okay. I'm going to play a little cover. I'm going to throw some covers in tonight. This one, this is a good one, because I love breaking the ice with this one, especially when I go to a place to play and nobody really knows who I am. So I figure, here's one that'll kind of break the ice. I was doing my laundry, baby. Thought I'd do my new jeans too. I was doing my laundry. I threw in my new blue jeans too. Yeah, yeah. When the spinning rinse was over, every single thing I owned was blue, yeah. Blue on my bed sheets, wrapped around like doom. Blue on my sweatshirts, and blue fruit of the looms. Went to the laundry, I did what you're not supposed to do, yes. Well, I washed a brand new pair of Levi's, and now every single thing I own is blue. Yeah, I got the blues. You see, all my reds have turned to purples, yellows have gone green, even my grays and browns got blues that can't be seen. The blues got me surrounded, no matter which outfit I choose. Yeah, yeah. Woo. Because I just went to the laundry. Now I got a brand new case of Levi blues. Thank you guys. All right, let's okay, we'll get into a little bit. This next one, well, it's I call it my anti-blues blues song. It's called I can't remember right now. They say the blues can set you free. That's it. They say the blues can set you free. But I wrote this one kind of, and it's funny because some years back, somebody, when I kind of was just really getting into crazy songwriting, you know, someone was asking me, well, you know, is a lot of the stuff that I write biographical? And at the time it wasn't. But it seems like the more I write, the more little bits and pieces of life get into it. And it's really cool. This one has some pieces in it. It's not completely about me, but it's got some pieces in it. They say the blues can set you free, but I don't know, 'cause it never did for me now. 'Cause up and down on this merry-go-round, never knowing what road I should turn down now. They say the blues can set you free, yeah, but I don't know, no, 'cause it never did for me. Well, I can tell you stories about my life. Poor orphan boy living by the knife. Been running the streets, I got no shoes on my feet. Dumpster diving to get what I could eat. Now, they say the blues can set you free, but I don't know, 'cause it never did for me. No, 'cause up and down on this merry-go-round, never knowing what road I should turn down now. They say the blues can set you free, yes, but I don't know, no, 'cause it never did for me. No. There's more now. My mama died when I was so young, and Papa was on the chain gang. That's where he got hung. And I got a brother who I never knew, but I'm wondering if set you free. But I don't know, 'cause it never did for me. No, 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 no. 'Cause up and down on this merry-go-round, never knowing what road I should turn down now. They say the blues can set you free, yeah. But I don't know, no, 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 'cause it never did for me. Oh, no, no. Now people cry if their life ain't lined with silk. Then they'll take your life over a drop of spilled milk. And it's hard to hide the pain that life can bring. And just when you think it's over, well, it comes back just like spring. You know, no. They say the blues can set you free. But I don't know, 'cause it never did for me. No, 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 no. 'Cause up and down on this merry-go-round, never knowing what road I should turn down now. They say the blues can set you free, yes. But I don't know, no, no, no. Well, it never did for me. Oh, no, no, no. They say the blues, they say can set you free, yes. But I don't know, no, no, no. It never did for me. Oh, no, 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 no. That's they say the blues can set you free. Well, at least it didn't for me. This tune, my bike. I just wanted a fun tune to sing, and I think, trying to think if I wrote it when I was playing over Bike and Coffee for a while, and I wrote it, thought, oh, this will be a good theme song over there. And I was pretty proud because I was able to not rhyme something with aerodynamically. Thank you, Michelle. If you're out there, you want to chat with me, chat with me. My main theme tonight is songwriting. So if you want to ask me questions about my songwriting, tell me about your songwriting. That would be fun. I like to talk. Okay, this is my bike. I've got a two-wheel-mobile. It's the kind that you pedal and every road bump you feel. Through a really tiny seat that never seemed complete, but it gets me everywhere I want to be. And I've got a ride around town that won't let me down. It's easy on the trees, it won't kill the bees. It's slick and lighter than anything I've seen. How can something cost so much and still be green? 'Cause my bike is breezy, aerodynamically easy. So when I tuck in, bump my knees too much, and soon I'm back where I began. Ooh, Up here my lungs feel every motion, but down at sea level I love to revel, and how easy I can breathe. Now I've got LED front and rear beams. No matter the darkness, it lets me be seen, 'cause I need to be visible at night, so no one cuts me off when they decide to turn right. Ow! My bike is breezy, aerodynamically easy, so when I tuck in, pump my knees to my chin, soon I'm back where I began. When I tuck in, pump my knees to my chin, soon I'm back where I began. My bike. I have fun writing these things. Some of the lines that come up like about the seat. In the beginning of the song, it's talking about the seat, because I remember, getting not my first bike, but the real racer, and having that little thin seat, and it's like, oh, this is supposed to be comfortable. How do people stay on those things for hours on end, man? But anyway. Okay, so this next one, I wrote this one, and this one was pretty easy and pretty quick. The little hook I ended up with, and again, when I do a hook, my major thing is to make sure that people feel it. So. And so from there, I said, well, what do I want to write about? And I thought in this one, I was thinking, well, I want to write about a place, and then have some kind of, drama going on with it. And it's funny because when I write songs, a lot of times I'll pull up YouTube and just maybe go to some of my favorite artists, and it'll take maybe about 1 or 2 minutes of listening to a particular artist. Like I'll go to listen to Kevin Mo if I want to kind of play or write something in a bluesy thing, or Paul Thorne, he writes a lot of funny songs, and great, I love his songwriting. But I'll go and listen to 1 or 2 minutes of it, and then I'm ready to go. Then I'm ready. Okay, so this one, and it's funny because I think with this one I was thinking about I Shot the Sheriff, which I think was a Bob Marley tune, and then I forget what else it was. There was another one I thought about, but I said, well, I want to write something about a place, and so I came up with Vista County Line. And I don't know a particular place called Vista County Line, but I figure, well, there must be some place somewhere, and if not, it sounds cool. So I heard some news today about an old friend of mine. Yes, heard some news today about an old friend of mine. Got himself in some trouble down on Vista County Line. Yeah, I heard he tried to steal the wife of the sheriff's son. Now heard he tried to steal the wife of the sheriff's son. Yeah, when the sheriff caught up with him, he said, now boy, there ain't no cure for dumb, no. I heard some news today, yeah, about an old friend of mine. Yes, I did, heard some news today now about an old friend of mine. Got himself in some trouble down on Vista County. about his wife. You get no trial or sentence, no. Boy, you just lose your life, yes you do. Ooh, I heard some news today now about an old friend of mine. Yes, I did. Heard some news today, yeah, about an old friend of mine. Got himself in some trouble down on Vista County line, yeah. Got himself in some trouble down on Vista County line, now. Got himself in some trouble down on Vista County line. Oh yes. Vista County line. Ooh, wow. Let me get a drink here. So yeah, that was a place I kind of wanted. I actually have this songbook. It's called the Songwriter's Idea Book, and it's cool. It was something that I used early on when I was working on learning and developing songwriting skills. And it would, kind of give you little topics about it. Things like color, write a song about a color or something like that. So it kind of inspired me to just kind of think of things. And now I walk around and life is just, one idea after another in terms of when it comes to writing songs. Gosh. I just love writing about stuff and then fun stuff, and that's kind of, I guess, what my brand has become. Is like, a lot of my stuff is a bit bluesy, but I'm kind of a lighter side, because when I play, and in fact I was down in Alto, right outside of Rio Doso, playing yesterday at Enchanted Vine, and just had a great time. It was a beautiful day down there, outside of the barn down there, and played down there, and it was just such a wonderful time. But I want people to walk away feeling good. That's kind of what my goal is and when I write. And like this one was fun. I wanted to just write a really fun song, and not that a lot of my other ones aren't fun, but this one was funny because I thought about it, and this when I look at biographical stuff, I actually did have a Chocolate Jones, man. I was big time into Snickers bars and stuff, so this is what this song is about. Is not so much just Snickers bars, but chocolate, and I think a lot of people relate to chocolate and needing it. Okay, so Karen, what are you talking about? You're a great songwriter. Get out of here. You're just trying to tip me or something, aren't you? But Chocolate Jones. Okay, I'll let me get Chocolate Jones out of the way. I'm having a little trouble reading this. I should have enlarged it a bit. Karen, though, that's a fun thing. That's something that I actually did too. And in fact, I'm trying to think if I might have gotten it out of that book. But there was a period where I just sat down and I'd write a title. In fact, I had this notebook and I just wrote I probably had about 125 titles that I had just put together, just any titles, and I kind of took them from little pieces of other songs and just put titles together. And I actually sat down and spent a lot of time just deciding to write songs on titles, and I think that helped me a lot too, because I think I like the idea of, if I come up with a title, to go ahead and write the song around it, or try to write a song around it. But here's Chocolate Jones for you who have that Chocolate Jones. Ooh. got something I need to sprinkle with nuts. Wrap it in caramel, dip it in Rice Krispie Puffs. It's chewy smooth, but it still has some crunch. I gotta pace myself so I don't eat too much. I gotta watch what I put on my bones. Lord knows I got a bad chocolate Jones. If I could binge, you know I'd use a syringe. Lord knows I got a bad chocolate Jones. Now, I love me some Snickers, and Kit Kats are fine. But Ghirardelli's like a good French wine. M&M's, well, they go way too fast. But give me that chunky, I'll make that bad boy last. I gotta watch what I put on my bones now. Lord knows I got a bad chocolate Jones. If I could binge, you know I'd put it in a syringe. Lord knows I got a bad chocolate Jones, yes. Now, my doctors say I've got cocoa retention. If you ask me, well, I really don't mind. My friends tried an intervention when they caught me snorting hot chocolate powder lines. I walk the streets looking for my next fix. I wanted Hershey's, but all I could find was Twix. My parents worry overdoses their fears, 'cause I've been speedballing 3 Musketeers. I gotta watch what I put on my bones now. Lord knows I got a bad chocolate Jones. If I could binge, you know I'd put it in a syringe. Lord knows I got a bad chocolate Jones. You see, chocolate is my crack. It's a monkey on my back. Lord knows I got a bad chocolate Jones, yes. Lord knows I've got a bad chocolate Jones, yes. Lord knows I got a bad chocolate Jones. Chocolate Jones. Hey, Marie. Anyway, Marie's been getting me gigs all over the place, man. In fact, I'm heading to Cloudcroft tomorrow. It's funny. I can't seem to get booked here in Albuquerque, but I'm all over the state now. So, I don't know. Maybe they just don't like me here. Let's see what. I know what I want to do. This was a fun one. This song came about, and this one I kind of had sort of a storyline before I started it. Thank you, Michelle. There's this movie. It's an older movie, and it's got Brad Pitt and Julia Roberts called. Let me get rid of that for a minute. Called The Mexican. And it's about the Mexican is a gun, is this old gun, antique gun that people are trying to get a hold of. But in the movie, there's this one scene in the movie where Brad Pitt, he comes back, and he and Julia Roberts are a couple, and but they're having issues. So he gets back to his apartment, and she's like up on the 3rd floor, I think, and she's throwing his clothes off the balcony because she wants to break up with him, and he did something, or he didn't do something that he said he was going to do. But anyway, so that's what kind of got me started on this next song called Why can't I remember my song? I'll figure it out once I start singing it. Oh, caught up in the past. That's it. Caught up in the past. But that's how this song came about, and so I kind of call this my breakup song. And this was the hook I came up with. That was the hook that I came up with when I started the song. But should have figured it was over when I found my clothes lining the street. My key wouldn't work in the door no more, and she unfollowed me from her tweet. Should have seen it coming when she changed the number on her phone. The one that she gave to me always said she was not home. How many ways can we let somebody know this love affair has died and one of us got to go? How many ways do we try to make it last, but we're just fooling ourselves because now, well, we're caught up in the past, yeah. I never mind what my friends tell me when they say it's just a phase. It's a cycle of love, they say there's gonna be better days. But the truth of the matter is, this horse we're beating is dead. I've gotta end this fantasy world that lives inside my head now. How many ways can we let somebody know now? This love affair has died, one of us got to go, you know. How many ways do we try to make it last, but we're just fooling ourselves because now, well, we're caught up in the past, yes. It don't take a weatherman to know when her side of the bed has gone cold. There's been so little motion there, I think it's growing mold. But my advice to you is heed these words that I've said. So catch your signs before they catch you, go before the light turns red now. How many ways can we let somebody know this love affair has died, one of us got to go, you know. How many ways do we try to make it last, but we're just fooling ourselves because now, well, we're caught up in the past, yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa, now, how many ways can we let somebody know that this love affair has died, one of us got to go, you know. How many ways do we try to make it last, but we're just fooling ourselves because, well, we're caught up in the past, yeah, yeah, yes. We're caught up in the past now, now, now. We're caught up in the past, yes. Caught up in the past. Yeah, that was a fun one to come up with. Well, actually, they're all fun. I don't know. I can't say one is more fun. It's funny. I've had several people ask me, "Well, play my favorite song," and it's like, I don't know. It's funny because some of my, well, most of my favorite songs are ones that I've written now, which it didn't used to be that way. I used to be very, very not confident of songwriting, but now it's like I consider myself a prolific songwriter, and I write way more than I. I don't want to say I should, but I have so many songs that I need to go back to and just produce them. Because, and it's like this album that I'm working on now. All of these songs that I have, I started going through. Oh yeah, I know that, and that's not on an album. That's not on a CD. Gosh, so I got all these songs that I got to write, or rather produce. But and I just and it's funny because I usually write around 12:30. I start writing it's more like 11:30 when I get ready to go to bed, and right before I go to bed, I pick up the guitar, and the next thing I know, it's like 2:30, and I'm finishing a song. So I don't get a whole lot of sleep. Let's see. What's that? Oh. This one. I always like to laugh about this one because this one I call my stalker song. But this one came about when I was watching 2.5 Men one night and decided, well, I like Rose. Rose is the stalker on there. She would like turn up any and everywhere where around Charlie Sheen. She actually, I think, crazy glued a car to one of his body parts one time. But Let Me Be Free is the name of this one. And again, this started off with this. And I just sat there and finally came up with a few lines that I threw in, and from there I just took the story on down the line. And that's my stickler when I teach and share songwriting and stuff. My thing is you come up with your idea, your story, even the title, Karen, and you always want to make sure that every verse and the chorus always point back to that title or to the topic of the song. I don't have time to waste on you, and I don't have patience for all the dumb stuff you do, and I don't have money to lure you away. When hell freezes over, well, maybe I'll ask you to stay. I doubt it, 'cause I don't care what you say. You don't impress me in any way, no. You're a plague to my existence. Your undying persistence just won't let me be free. Let me be free, yeah. Well, I wanna be free now. Won't you let me be free? Well, I'll cross the street when I see you coming. Then I'll turn the corner and I'll start running. I'll ditch my ride just to duck and hide. Jump off of the train, yes, even in the pouring rain now. 'Cause I don't care what you say. You don't impress me in any way, no. You're a plague to my existence. Your undying persistence just won't let me be free. Let me be free now. Well, I wanna be free. Won't you let me be free? Ooh, sing la 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 la. Scooby doo 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 doo. Ba 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 na 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 na. Oh. attraction is all that you can see. And somewhere in your sick mind, we've had a good time. And with that delusion, well, you've drawn the wrong conclusion. Cause I don't care what you say, you don't impress me in any way. No, no, you're a plague to my existence. Your undying persistence just won't let me be free. Let me be free. Now, 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 I wanna be free, yeah, yeah. Won't you let me be free? Oh, sing la da 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 da. Scoop doo 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 doo. Ma ma na 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 na. Oh oh, let me be free. Let me be free. Yeah. Well, I wanna be free, free, free. Won't you let me be free? Let me be free. Oh yeah, let me be free. Oh, let me be free. Let me be free. Well, that's all for tonight. I just wanted to share a little bit of stuff like that. And you know, it's funny. I was talking to someone down in Alto yesterday, and just explaining. And I don't know if that's if possibly when, you know, like I said, it seems like I have trouble getting into places here, but I don't. You can like it or not, but you know, my goal is to do original music. And the thing is most of the places that I get into, they actually enjoy it. You know, I have my James Taylor stuff that I throw in just to, you know, familiarize them with it. I know things, but I just haven't been the person that wants to have all of everybody's playlist in my head. I mean, I have so many songs in my head, but most of them, usually when I play, the majority, probably 75% of my nights, you know, if I'm playing 2, even 3 hours, you know, 75% of that is original music. And you know, people seem to like it, but I don't know if people don't want to hire me because I don't play a lot of, you know, the radio play. I don't listen to a lot of radio. I write. I just write and write and write. But anyway, I'm going to sing one more song, sing us out of here with one more song. And then it'll be next week. So thanks for tuning in, you guys. Thanks for tuning in and chatting with me. I like people who chat with me. Not that I don't like people who don't chat with me, but I think I'm going to play another cover. Yeah, I'll play that cover and then I'll get out of here. This is my fun cover. I would while away the hours, conversing with the flowers, consulting with the rain. I'd be scratching while my thoughts are busy hatching. If I only had a brain, I'd unravel every riddle for any individual in trouble or in pain. And the thoughts I'd be thinking I could be another Lincoln if I only had a brain. Oh, I could tell you why the ocean's near shore, and I could think of things I've never thought before, and then I'd sit and think some more. Well, I would not be just a nothing, my head all full of stuff and my heart all full of pain. Perhaps I could serve you, maybe even worthier of you if I only had a brain. Like a kettle, he should be on his medal, but yet I'm torn apart. how sweet. Well, just to register emotions, jealousy, devotions, and really feel the part. I stay young and I stay chipper, and I log it with a zipper. If I only had a heart. Now life is sad, believe me, missy, when you're born to be a sissy without the vim and verve. But I could change my habits, never more be scared of rabbits if I only had the nerve. I'm afraid there's no denying I'm just a dandelion, a fate I don't deserve. But I could show my prowess, I'm a lion, not a mouse, if I only had the nerve. Oh, I'd be full of pride, a king down to the core, and I would roar the way I've never roared before. And then I'd rough, put 'em up, put 'em up, put 'em up, and roar some more. Whoa, yes. Well, I would show the dinosaurs who's king around the forest, a king they better serve. With my regal sneezer, I could be another Caesar if I only had the nerve. If I only had a brain, if I only had a heart. Well, that's all for this week. I'll see you next week. Come on back. Tell your friends about it. Tell your friends about me. And come see me out at a show sometime. If I'm ever around here locally. If you're not around here, though, come see me somewhere else. Or if you want me to come to where you are, hey, I'm game. I like doing what I'm doing. But anyway, you guys have been wonderful. Let's see, let me get a few more things. Thank you so much, Michelle. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope everybody enjoyed it, and I hope if you can. This will be up online on Facebook and YouTube. Facebook, two different places. Well, I think two different places than Facebook, on my Oscar Butler music page and also my Oscar Butler personal profile page. And then on YouTube, it's now that they have what are they called now? The handles, I think, on YouTube. It's youtube.com/@ Oscar Butler Music. You can find me there, and that's where this will be after about probably 30 minutes after we're done. Anyway, thank you again for popping in, and please, look me up online at OscarButlerMusic.com. I'm also on Instagram, Oscar Butler Music. Where else am I? I know I'm somewhere else. Anyway, if you find me other places, on Instagram, if you go to Instagram, though, the link that's on my Instagram thing, it's a link tree, so that'll link you to kind of everything that I'm connected with, including, if you want to tip me tonight, you can tip me on there, or if you want to leave a comment or a review, please go on my Instagram, or it's linktree, linktr.ee/Oscar Butler Music, I believe it is, and but you can go there and leave a review, which I love getting reviews, because I love to post those on my electronic press kit. That's it, electronic press kit. So anyway, let me get rid of these. Have a great night, great week, and I'll see you next week, hopefully. Bye-bye.